So when we are simplifying and solving rational fractions or equations, one of the things that we have to do is find a lowest common denominator for our equation. So I'm going to put a 1 in there just so everything looks like a fraction. And you're going to look at your denominators. Okay, when you're finding your lowest common denominator is always the bigger number or a number bigger than that one. So in this case, our bigger number is the 2x. Okay, so that is our lowest common denominator. What I'm going to do with that is you're going to multiply each fraction, each piece of your equation times that 2x times your lowest common denominator. The reason we're doing that is because I want to get rid of the fractions and just work with whole numbers. And then all you're going to do is reduce each fraction. So this reduces and I get 5. The x reduced and I'm going to get negative 2 times 4. And nothing reduces with the 3, so that's going to be just 3 times 2x. And then I'm going to simplify it. I'm going to get 5 minus 8 is equal to 6x. I'm going to combine my like terms on the left side, and I should have negative 3 is equal to 6x. I'm going to solve for x, so I'm going to get rid of that 6 by dividing both sides by 6. And now if I simplify that, I'm going to get 1/2 is equal to x. That means my answer is A. Again, we're going to look at our denominators. And once again, your lowest common denominator is never going to be the two smallest numbers. It could be the biggest value or a number bigger than that one. Since 2 divides into 14 and 7 divides into 14, then we know that our lowest common denominator is 14. I'm going to multiply that 14 times every single piece of my equation, and then I'm going to simplify each piece of that equation. I'm going to simplify each fraction, so reduce it. So 2 goes into that 7 times, so I have 7x. 7 goes into 14 twice, so I have plus 6x times 2. 14 reduces with 14, and it's just 19, or 19 times 1. I'm going to now simplify this equation, and I'm going to get 12x is equal to 19. I'm going to combine like terms right here, and I'm going to get 19x is equal to 19. Divide both sides by 19. And I'm going to get that x is equal to 1. Okay, so we're going to look at our denominators. So we have x times x minus 3. We have x, and we have x minus 3. Again, now this is going to be a combination of a binomial times your monomial. So our lowest common denominator here will be this one. So our lowest common denominator is going to be x times x minus 3. I'm going to multiply x minus 3 times every single piece, and then I'm going to reduce it. This whole denominator reduces to that, and I got left over 3. This x reduces to that x, and I got plus 4 times x minus 3. The x minus 3's cancel out or reduce, technically reduce, and then we have 1 times x, which is just x. I'm going to distribute the 4, and I'm going to have 3 plus 4x minus 12 is equal to x. I'm going to combine my 3 and my 12, and I'm going to get negative 9 plus 4x is equal to x, minus 4x on both sides. You're going to get negative 9 is equal to negative 3x. I'm going to divide both sides by a negative 3. And you're going to get that x is positive 3.